Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. It's gonna be one of those days, huh? Good morning, everyone. I'm gonna talk about well, some things that are going on this morning. Good morning, country boy. Let people roll in a few minutes. Talk about some current events that are happening here in the good old USSA. Hello, Eva. Hello. It's cold here, y'all. It's like been like 30 degrees Fahrenheit, which is like -1 Celsius, which is woo cold. It is cold. I hope everybody's doing good. Make sure you smash that thumb. Smash it. Country Boy Magic, I want to give you a huge shout out. Thank you for becoming a member. I'm going to be putting you on the community page. You do some wonderful, wonderful footage. I really like your videos. It is. It's cold. It's cold. You gotta look at that. Ormic. That's from my last trip to C10. I mean, I wonder if there's a trip coming in the near future. So there's a lot of data breaches going on here in the United States right now. Um, it's absolutely unbelievable the things that are happening. Russia, China, and Iran are trying to make the United States people believe in basically that we don't have any faith in the voting system anymore. And they're doing a pretty good job. There's been a lot of data breaches too, but if you really think about what Russia, China, and Iran are doing, the whole purpose, of course, is to divide, degrade, and then to make it so that we don't believe in our voting system here in the United States, which is huge. Independent mini, woo, hugs. It's cold here in Colorado. It's like -1, like 29 degrees this morning when I woke up. I just bought me a little fireplace for my house and trying to make sure I can stay warm. But Russia, China, and Iran, they are definitely on one. They're definitely after the United States so that we don't believe in shit. We also have a massive data breach that just came in that from two different places. One exposed over 800,000 insurance customers' personal information. And then here in Colorado, there was a data breach on the voting system. Very interesting. So they've known about it for months. They've known about it for months, and they instead of doing anything, all of the codes for the voting system was out on the internet. So that's definitely something to be concerned about. I would say definitely compromised, probably. But another thing that's been happening, and this is coming in. Let me see. I got a whole bunch of things that I want to talk about. Google got fined by Russia $2 decillion. Whoa, that 2 decillion. What the hell is decillion? What about you? Oh, they stopped doing something before voted, maybe. Well, I think what's happening really is they're going to try to basically deceive the American public so that people will not want to go vote, or that we feel, a lot of us feel we got ripped last time, so this time could be huge. So she and Shine, I went over to your channel. You're just lovely. You're just lovely. Share your channels out, y'all. Share your channels. I just made you mom. We need to support each other. Uh, Lamode. Hello, hello. Good morning. I am absolutely fantastic, fabulous, and blessed. I'm blessed. God keeps blessing me with new things and new steps. Really interesting thing is that I really, in this new career, I'm going to talk about it in a minute, but then we're going to talk about some prepping and some news. I definitely wish you luck. It's the 1st of November here, and some of you, it's almost going into the second. Independent Mini has a great show. What night are you doing? What night are you doing your shows? Friday night? I think Friday night. She has live musicians. Independent Mini, I think you need to invite some of our brothers and sisters from the Philippines and Asia to come sing on your show. They are absolutely freaking fantastic. They're fantastic. and they sing like that old 1980s fun music. So I think a lot of people would really enjoy it. And I always love to dip into your show, Independent Mini. You've been a supporter for many years, and vice versa. Oh, you're most welcome. And Eva, I've been trying to pop in over at your channel too to show you some support. I really try to give back, but I am working like a roughly right now because we're short staffed. I'm working like 100 hours every 2 weeks, which it's cool. It's fine. I don't want to continue to do it because I like to have balance in my life, and everybody needs to have balance no matter what it's doing. We can dip into the news, but really this channel has always been built around light, love, and hope, faith. Faith is like really important. You don't have to believe like me. I don't have to believe like you, but believe in something other than yourself and the government, please. Jake on the back 20, drop your link, brother. What's going on, Jake? How you doing, man? There you go. Oh, tonight you're having India After Dark. Oh, it is. Is it Friday? Shit, my days are rolling into each other, independent. I want to say, though, with this last breach of insurance information, the last thing that happened here in Colorado with the freaking voting codes being out there on the internet. Wow, wow, wow. Right, folks? We have to really take into consideration how many cyber attacks and how many breaches are happening. I think like 7, I did break down and have one cigarette, but I'm trying to really vape. This vape makes me cough. And I don't know if any of you vape, but this is like gets on your lips and shit, and it tastes nasty. Novia Hap Hap, what's going on? I've been checking you out. Keep dancing, keep on singing. If everybody puts some congrats in the chat for Miss Skippington, she's went viral for 3 weeks. Her largest live stream, 69,000 views. She is dancing the night away. Dancing the night away. Everybody put 10, 10, 10 in the chat because she deserves a shout out. We all know as channel creators, it can be trying sometimes really just jack with your like channel when you're not doing good. But she's got something and she's running with it, and I say big, big, huge congrats to Skippington because it takes a lot of endurance and a lot of work to get 70,000 views on a live stream. Once upon a time, I had 95,000 on a video, but we won't talk about that because that channel's gone and done. Yeah, way to go, 10, huh, CBM? I mean, like, really, she like kicked ass, took names, and is keep on doing the thing. Um, there's been like a bunch of breaches that's been happening all over the United States, and I really honestly believe that we only have like less than 1 week. Oh, 10 is the reason you met me. Rare Bond, what's up? Um, I think we're going to have a lot more breaches in the United States, and they're calling for civil unrest. Um, I don't know. The United States has been topsy turvy for probably the last decade, and it gets worse and worse every election. I'm waiting to see what the big disruptor will be this year. A lot of people think that we'll have a major cyber attack and things will go tumbling down, and then we'll be really screwed, blued, and tattooed, as we used to say in the Navy. I truthfully believe that all these things are escalating because we all know that the governments are pretty much crooked as hell. That's just the truth of the matter. After serving in the United States Navy, I joined in 1983 and served till 1989. I realized that the things that I volunteered for when I was in the Navy really weren't what or wasn't what I expected. I believe that our U.S. military is falling apart. They just put out a thing military wise here in the United States that they're going to be dismissing over 61 different medical conditions just to get people into the military. The United States' military is falling apart. We have strange things happening in our military, and we have strange people joining the military, just saying. When you can hold up a puff puff magic card and say that you're stressed out in boot camp, there's a problem with that for sure. This is the reason. Let's smash some thumbs up as you roll in. Rare Bond, I don't She is asleep, Novia. We talk every morning and every night. We're 15 hours difference. So we see each other and talk every day. We send each other videos every day. We text every day. Um, I don't think in the last year and 4 months that we've been together that we've had a day that we missed. The other night, I actually, Novia, she was talking to me, and I had worked a 12-hour, and I looked up. She was just, I'm really looking forward to my next trip back to the Philippines. We've been working on her travel visa, and we are going to talk about prepping in a minute here, but I just love her. I just love her. She has captured my heart, and I don't want her to change. A lot of people are like, "Don't you get mad because her dancing like that?" You know what? Dream, 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 dream all you want, but I don't want her to change. I want her to be her, and that's like really, really important. Is if you get with somebody to be you, not to change because oh well now all of a sudden they don't like some bullshit that you're doing, right? I think that everybody needs to accept people just the way they are, good, bad, and indifferent. Um, but I'm really excited. I'm planning my next trip to the Philippines because we've been working on our travel visa. I just put in my financial paper to be a financial like sponsor for her to come here on a travel visa. Okay, this sucks. Listen, why do they have to do this bullshit? C5240.01 fine print. I'll look at it again, but I did look at it a couple times. So it's going to take us 6 months, y'all, just for me to be able to sponsor her. So I'll make the announcement now. We just, we are engaged. We plan on getting married in 2025. And we were going to do the tourist visa to protect her. And in case something, there's a hiccup with the K1, so that she can come here for the next 10 years without hiccups. Well, we decided 2 nights ago that the wedding bells are ringing and we're going to just go ahead and get her to the United States. I've found a really cute little chapel up in the mountains here in Colorado, and we're going to have a very secluded, um, wonderful little wedding. And then we will have a family party here in Colorado. And then we will fly back to the Philippines to celebrate with her family. I love her dearly. So I will look at 5240. Again, I did look at it. I debunked Rare Bond, a lot of the things. Now, if there's some fine print, like I spoke about yesterday, is that um, there's fine print in everything. Will our military turn their guns on American soil, on American people? With what has happened with our military, and we'll talk about this just a little bit, with us letting they did the quick uh, track program to let people that are not even citizens of this country join our military and be able to carry a weapon, which in my book, that's a huge red flag and it shouldn't have happened, but it did. And it's continuing to happen. I don't have any problem with anybody joining the military or giving up their citizenship or having a dual citizenship anywhere in the world because soon I will have one. But letting them go into the military, it'd be like me going to the Philippines and joining the military there. Would my heart, would my dedication be to the Philippines? Or if the Philippines and the United States got into it, would I be dedicated to the United States? Of course, my blood is American blood. I would be dedicated to America. So we have to look at the United States military the same way. Blue butterfly, butter my biscuit. Good morning to you. Um, so we have to look at the military aspect of that happening in the United States. If we have Chinese nationalists and other people coming into the United States that aren't even legal citizens, should they have a right to join the military? I would say not until they're a citizen. But the powers that be say different. The powers that be say it's okay to fast track them into the military because our military is in shambles. Is it right? Honestly, I don't think so. Because, for example, China and the United States get into a military conflict on our soil right here in the United States or anywhere around the world. If you're a Chinese nationalist, is your heart and dedication going to be to the United States or is it going to be to China? We all should know the answer. It would be to China. So that concerns me a lot, Rarebon, with what you just stated, because I don't even think there needs to be fine print. I'm just saying, honestly, there doesn't have to be fine print for a military man or woman to turn their gun or their purpose toward their own country. Yeah, and I agree with you, Blue Butterfly. It would, like I said, it's a very dangerous situation that the United States has put themselves into. It's a dangerous. I'd rather speak Russian than Chinese. Well, yeah. I mean, honestly, I've always played around with preppy here on this channel, being Chinese, doing preppy things. But really, it may be a good idea to be able to speak more than one language. Um, that's one thing in the United States that I feel that we lack in. I really look at the Philippines and Asia, how they teach their children how to speak English. That's very honorable that they do that to be able to communicate with us. But really, the United States, we need to get off our ass and teach our children two languages when they're babies. Speaking of, learning two languages. I think the United States, we expect everybody to bow to us and learn our traditions and our ways. But what about us learning their traditions and their ways, their language? I think it's very important to have communication. Yeah. And Blue Butterfly, I was amazed when I was in the Philippines at how many children speak very good English. They think they speak broken, terrible English, but they speak good English. And the Philippines and the United States have always had a very special bond together, dating back to Vietnam, back into the 1950s and 1960s. That's why you see so many Filipinas and Philippine people that have the American or the European look because they're mixed. Uh, I think they're absolutely beautiful people, and I think they got their priorities right, which is God and family, and a lot of freaking fun. I just wish for the Philippines and people around the world that we didn't see so much starvation when this world is so rich with people like, for example, Elon Musk, for example, Donald Trump, that have so much money that if they took the interest from one day of their bank account, they could feed the whole world literally for one day just off the interest. It's I'm not saying that it's everybody's obligation to feed everyone, but in the Philippines, the trash service, the things like that are ran by the government are very sad. In Aruba, they speak proper English. Would you like me to speak proper English this morning, Blue Butterfly, just for you? No accent. Well, I'll have the proper English because we could have tea and toast this morning, darling. English is money-making language for the Asians. You're not going there. We just need to deny them access here. I believe that the United States is a melting pot. I believe the United States was built on that. There's not one American that's American. If I look back at my roots, I'm Native American Indian, I'm German, I'm Welsh. Those are the main three, and a whole lot of gypsy, you know, a whole lot of gypsy. But the thing is that The United States has always been a melting pot. And we always, like the motto of the United States, the Statue of Liberty originally stood for give me your poor, give me your needy, give me your people that want freedoms, you know. But what has happened is that the open border situation is dangerous. You're a mutt. Every American is a mutt. We are mutts. We are not pure blooded anything. That's just a fact. But the thing is, the Statue of Liberty represented that originally. But then when you look into the deep roots of the Statue of Liberty, it's really not nice. I think that we have lost the sense of community in the United States, and I think that we've lost the sense of America in the United States. Home ownership was the American dream. Marriage was the American dream. Having a family, raising a family was the American dream. Being able to get any kind of job and prosper was the American dream. You know, I was talking to some young people the other day in their 20s, and they said to me, we live in a very cruel society here in the United States and around the world. And it really sunk and hit my heart that many kids, I'll call them kids, I'm their elder, that they've lost hope. They see how ruthless people are. They see the crime rate and the drug epidemic just escalating, and they've lost hope in the American dream. Have I lost hope in the American dream? That's a hard one, huh? Have you lost hope in the American dream? So many people from around the world want to come to America because of the opportunities we have here. But I don't think they realize how hard it is here. It's been really hard in America because we are at this turning point where there's so much division and hate that people can't see beyond the end of their face. They can't see a brighter future. We see the cities crumbling. We see our school systems falling apart. And I think the American dream is shattered. Like, honestly. Yeah. If you look, the American dream's different. It's definitely different than what our ancestors wanted and had in the 50s and 60s. Definitely different. You know, when you look, most people think of the American dream or coming to America as all these opportunities. And I'm not going to say that there's not opportunities here in the United States, but people don't realize how expensive it is here. People look at us that we're rich. They look at maybe me sitting in this recliner as what a luxury. But the thing is when you have people working 50, 60 hours just to pay electric, pay for their food, and living paycheck to paycheck, the American dream is falling. And I think that anybody who wants to come to America, you should come here as a tourist first. Don't give up where you're at, thinking that the grass is greener on the other side, because it's not always that way. We have a huge crime problem here in the United States, and we have a huge, huge drug epidemic that is killing our kids, that's killing people of all ages. I just met a lady that's like in her 80s that's hooked on fentanyl. Why? Why would you even do it? You love American country music. Oh, the music is wonderful in America. We have a lot, you know, think about all the groups that have started or originated from here. But the Philippines did something big, you know. The lead singer, Steve Perry, one of my favorite groups, Journey, Don't Stop Believing, when he stepped down, and look at what happened to that man in the Philippines that took his place. Absolutely phenomenal. Radium peroxide 30 times relieves the effects of radiation poisoning. It has a waves type footprint like dope withdrawals. Money won't save us. Wit. Very interesting. Rare Bond, who are you really? For some reason, you're really, oh, some of the things you're saying, I know who you, I think I know who you are, but I'm not sure. It's your birthday. Is it really your birthday? Are you bullshitting? You're bullshitting, probably. Is it really your birthday? Because if it is, I sing happy birthday. I will sing happy birthday to you right now. Is it your birthday? Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Smash the thumbs. I'm the only one here. I'm the only one here. You're trying to give me freaking clues of who you are. That's some bullshit. I'm the only one here. Brenda, Brenda, Brenda. Happy birthday, Brenda, baby. Fentanyl. Yeah, the patches. Happy birthday, Brenda. Happy birthday, ᴡʟᴟ. Happy birthday, baby. This goes out to all the October, November babies. What was your mama and daddy doing in the summer? There ain't nothing wrong with a little bump and grind, is there? You're a Scorpio. I'm a Capricorn. Yours was the 12th. Brenda, did you just turn 24? 25. I was trying to remember. I think you're 25. Am I talking some shit? Okay. Yeah, fentanyl. Fentanyl. Dangerous, 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 dangerous shit. We found a fentanyl pill in our facility 2 days ago. And the girl that found it, she said, I didn't have gloves on. I said, well, that wasn't too fucking smart, right? When we do bunk searches and dorm searches and things like that, you better put some damn gloves on. Zombie drugs. You won a LG mug years ago, got no computer, just data, no passwords. LG. Not to get the prize, had 30 years, but God bless you. So Brenda is, okay. Well, Brenda, you're still in you're in your prime, baby. Yeah. You know, this job is opening my eyes to what's really happening in this country, like real world prepping. Like, I want to tell you a story, y'all. So last night when I got to work, I've made some good connections with some of the clients there, right? They have trust in me, they have faith in me. They feel they can talk to me about anything, and I want to share this person's story real quick. She gave me permission to. And we'll call her client X. So she walks up to me and she goes, would you like to read my bio? At the end of their program of 90 days of intensive therapy, they have to write a bio. And I was very touched that she wanted me to read it. And after I read it, I was like, Jesus, Lord, help me. I don't judge anybody from their past. And I think that's really important. So I went in my office and I started reading her bio. And I felt very honored, that she trusted me enough to give it to me to read. And when she was like 4 or 5 years old, she started getting raped by her family members. Then her own aunt started raping her. Then her cousins, her brothers. It was like she got raped by so many people. I was like, shit. So she started using drugs and alcohol to numb the pain because she felt like she didn't have nobody to talk to. She was a little kid. She was only like 10 when she started smoking crack cocaine at 10 years old. In 2005, in December, right after Christmas, she caught a horrific case. This time, I think she was like 17 or 18 years old. She's now 40. And her story touched my heart big time. So, right after Christmas, this man had been giving her drugs They had a sexual relationship together, and she was really high on drugs. And when she woke up the next day, she was in custody. She didn't even realize what she had done. She had marks on her face, and oh fuck, man. She stabbed him 25 times to death. And whew, I was thinking about her story, like what drugs and abuse, sexual abuse did to this little kid, who's now a grown woman, who served 17 years straight. Pretty jacked up. Pretty jacked up. Like, that's why I said, like, this job, the things that these people have went through, it's really rough, man. And she really tore up my heartstrings. And and she came back in, and I'm not allowed to hug them, so we do fist bumps. But it was a different kind of fist bump last night, because we just held our knuckles like that. We held them up. And that's like powerful. It is sad, but you know what the thing is I told her that her story, her abuse that she went through, she has to get out and speak it. She has turned everything over to God, and she has to get out and she has to speak it to other people so that they can keep going. The first line of her bio said, "I am not a victim, I am a survivor." That's powerful. That is powerful, y'all. And the stories that these women and men are talking to me about is like one little thing can destroy or change your life to the point that you get incarcerated and you're stuck in there. And I hope that I'm able to be the listening ear, the trusted person that they come to, because I truly care, and that's why I took this job. And it's really a rewarding job. Some days trying, a lot of days trying, but I just got my first grievance report written on me as a retaliation factor for me writing someone up. So they retaliated against me for writing them up for stealing meds, and said that I pushed them, which we have over 80 cameras. So this person doesn't realize that they've just put a nail into their program, because if they're caught falsifying documents, they get regressed, which means they go back to prisoner parole. And that's not what I wanted to happen. And I try to be very lenient on writing people up, because everybody deserves a second break. They deserve a break. We're there to help them, not treat them like prisoners. But there's also a line that has to be drawn, and I have to do what I have to do, because we can't let her or him go back out into society and hurt someone. And it's our responsibility to take the job very serious. So now I have my first grievance report written on me, which is very interesting. I guess they shred it once the camera footage is rolled today. So, but then she gets another write-up for falsifying a document. Interesting, very interesting what I'm learning about DOC, about treatment centers and that type of thing. It's very, very interesting. I don't think I'm going to stay on long. We should, yeah, I got it. You know, I do bunk inspections, right, in the dorms. We have 170 people, so it takes a while. Instead of writing them up over their bunks, because many of them don't have directions, they don't know that they should clean up after themselves, you know? Maybe they didn't have a mom or a dad, or maybe their parents were incarcerated, whatever it be. So I have little warning slips and I walk around and I pre-check before I do bunk inspections to give them a heads up that, well, you might have a bunk inspection today, to try to get them on point. So I try to be very fair, Blue Butterfly, but also when someone is stealing meds, the same person that got written up by me stole meds in front of me, caught on camera. She was very slick. Then I had a dude do it. So it's when they first come in, it is them against us because that's how they feel. They look at us as I got called a cop for the first month. You know, as soon as I put my badge on, they're like, "You're a cop. You're a cop," and it's because they don't trust you. Now they don't call me a cop; they call me Kim, which is a great step in the right direction, right? But I try to be very fair about the write-ups because I don't want to see them. I don't want to see them get regressed in the program or have to be stuck in the program. I feel that they should be treated fairly and as a human being, not as a prisoner. That's how I feel about it. Yeah, yeah, and that's why I try. Yeah, I'm still kicking, and I'm gonna continue kicking. Right now, I'm kicking in the real world in a different way with this new career path, and I really like it. Keep your fingers crossed for me. I'm going to be leading my first peer group, which means I'll have 10 to 15 men or women, whatever they put me in that day. And I'll be leading them in talking about some deep discussions about personality conflicts, behavioral conflicts, things like that. And I really like what I'm doing right now. It's really different. I do want to take out this live stream talking some preps. I think with the thing that's going on next week with the election, I think that every single one of us, no matter where you're at, no matter what part of the world you're in, it's really, really important, right? To definitely pull out some cash out of the bank, have some cash in your hand. I I know that we don't want to do a bank rush. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is it's very important to have a little stash at home. Back in the Great Depression, when the Great Depression hit, they literally said the wheelbarrow was worth more than the cash. You know, because there was such a huge bank rush and there was so much turmoil during the Great Depression, it really screwed shit up in the United States. Many people, including my great uncles, got on a train and they each traveled different directions. They didn't see each other for over 50 years because of the Depression. I think that the United States were set up for a catastrophe. What the catastrophe will be, I can't tell you. I don't have the magic 8 ball. I'm not a fortune teller. None of that bullshit. But it's really, really important to have some cash, some silver, whatever you can do. Like maybe $10, $100, $1,000. Anything is better than nothing. We were talking about can a poor man prep yesterday. Poor people can prep. See, we're a lot stronger, the middle class and the poor, mentally and spiritually, than the rich and the elite. Because we don't put all of our faith in just monetary. Spirituality is really, really important when it comes to prepping. But there is things, tangible, touchable things that we need. And with so many of us reliant on credit and debit cards, or maybe Apple Pay or Gcash or whatever it is, we don't even touch our cash. So it's really, really important, folks, with the election coming up in the United States, that even if you're in a different part of the world, that you have always keep some cash in your hand. Silver is nice but hard to sell. Well, what'll happen, Blue Butterfly, is you will not, when the American dollar crumbles, you won't sell the silver. You'll use the silver. You'll use the silver to buy stuff. People will use silver instead of a piece of paper that's worth nothing. You got out of stocks. I got into stocks, but I'm not getting into the stocks in the United States. I'm getting into stocks in actually in China. See, sometimes you have to go with the song that I've said on this channel forever, go with the flow. Going with the flow is learning to change our attitudes and roll with the punches. And right now, when it comes to tech and AI, China is on they're the top dogs. So if you're going to day trade or if you're going to go into stocks, I'm going to tell you from research I've done, it is better to go overseas. And you look at the leading technology, and the leading technology is China. Sad to say, but true. You know, make sure that you are holding something that's going to help you. That's all I can say. Like, honestly. I was going to play a song, but I think that my internet is not on this phone. So what I'm going to say is we're going to have you're welcome. I mean, do your own due diligence. I'm just saying from what I've researched, what I've heard. I'm talking with a very, very knowledgeable financial advisor, and China's leading the way. And the United States is failing immensely, immensely when it comes to what could happen to our stocks here. Just saying. Gold backed currency. Is this someone that used to be on the channel a long time ago? Rare Bond, you're seeing some things, and I really think that I may know exactly who you are. I wish you would just say, why do we have to play the freaking guessing game? There was a dear friend of mine about 3 years ago. Even the Chinese gamers are leading. Yeah, yeah, exactly. They really are. They are. But what do? You just keep on going, right? That's the most important thing, is that you learn to roll with the punches and keep going. Highlight, save to your channel. Hold on, I'm going to see it there. Okay, that was funky. I didn't know I could do that or not. Did y'all see me when I just did that? That's very interesting. I'm trying to find a song to take us out with because I think we need a little tunes this morning. Yeah, here we go, yes. This is like one of my favorite versions of this song. And for all of you that are having doubts, having, just one of those days where you go, well, shit, man, things aren't going the way I want. What do I do? No matter what you do, never ever stop believing. Believe in yourself. And this is my favorite version of it that I can play on YouTube without getting a strike. Hold on, y'all ready? Here we go. I love this version. Here, this goes out to all of you from me here in Colorado. Let's go. Oh, we need some bubbles. Just a small town. Woo! Living in a lonely world. She took a midnight train going anywhere. Oh! Woo! Just a city boy. Born and raised in South Detroit. Sing it with me, y'all. Don't stop believing ever. Dance with me. Get up out of your chair. Dance. Let's dance. Let's dance. Let's go. Woo! Hey, what happened? enjoying the song. What in the... Oh, no, you didn't. Don't stop believing, y'all. Put your boots on the ground and do the dang thing on a daily basis. Love y'all. Big prepper hugs. Hey, Carmen, what's up? This is my favorite song in the world. On and on and on. Woo! Big prepper hugs. Love y'all. Stay focused. I'll see y'all later on today. No. What is today? No, I'll see you tomorrow. God bless. I'm going to the gym. Woo! Don't stop believing. Everybody have a great day. Bye. Love y'all.